Yo guys, what's going on, baby? Welcome back to Wall Street Sessions. Last one for the week. Hope you guys are ready for it. It's going to be a goodie today. Chris, how are you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling good. I think we all felt a little bit tired end of the week, but I think got it done. Podcast lifted us a little bit there. And then, just a little home stretch, keeping it strong, ramping it up on Fridays as we always try and do. Start ramping it up every day, but good to be here.
Nah, awesome. I see a few guys absolutely killing the trade. Obviously, the setup B we called this morning, Nasdaq and USD both going to T. Me and Edgar basically laughing at it now. Literally, the only reason I closed that trade was because I was being impatient. But other guys, again, no valid reason actually to close it. Sitting it out, they're more than happy to sit there and absolutely smash TPs on those trades. But we're going to come back. We're going to see, can the T2 guys, we literally need a TP today, and that is account done. So can this thing get this last trade for the phase done? Let's see if we can get over the line today and go into the weekend smiling. But before we get into any of that good stuff, Chris, you're going to open us up with prayer, brother?
I will. Chad, let's get ready for it. And Father, we just want to thank you for another beautiful day. Thank you for keeping us safe through this week. Thank you for bringing each and every member back, Father. We just pray that you will guide Keegan into the session as he leads us. And win or lose, Father, we're just here to bring you honor and glory to your name. And we just want to praise you. And we just want to pray a hedge of protection around each and everyone listening here in the office, our families, our friends. Father, we just want to thank you for that. And we pray this and we ask this not because we deserve it, because we don't deserve any of it, Father, but your grace and mercies are new every single day. And that's the beauty of it. And we pray this and we ask this in the beautiful and mighty name of Jesus. And if you believe it, you can say amen now, Chad.
Amen.
Amen.
There we have it, Chad. Hope you guys are ready for this. But without any further ado, let's have a look what's starting off today for us. On the fundamental side of things, we have got 2:30, we had nothing there. 4 o'clock, we got Fed. Powell speaks. Obviously, that's going to be interesting. New home sales, we're expecting a little bit of an increase there. And then it's just going to start ramping up as we go into the evening. But basically, remember, guys, we are just seeing the start of all of this leading up to Jackson Hole. So going to be on the lookouts for that. But I think a lot of attention is going to be on what Powell's going to be talking about here today. But as we say, hopefully we will be in and out of the markets before that time. So we're going to see what happens. But going over to the charts, what are we looking at for the day, guys? Now, as you guys know, I am pretty much bearish the whole day. So as much as we are trading here, we trade back up. I want to see us have a bit more of a reversal now, trading back off. Meanwhile, we are still holding this. So two things for me. We either are going to get back to Asia highs that remain untested. We still have this gap over here to fill from this morning. You guys can see this over here. So this gap, we can go for the Asia highs untested, fill the gap, and if anything, possibly even spike for that weekly S2, failing at the previous daily highs, and then you'll start that crash to the downside. Otherwise, there's the other side of this. Powell maybe comes out, says some interesting things. Dollar re-gets Asia highs after the whole lows of the whole day, and then runs after this going into the end of the week for the reversal. So pulling up that wick on the weekly candle. So we're going to stay there, but again, I am looking for more of the bearish side. But our price is looking on a Friday. It looks like we could maybe get some typical Friday reversals. Nasdaq, when we see it, guys, remember we spoke about being very, very much bullish. We said we wanted to hold the levels over here. Back at the monthly pivot, if we could get there, start aiming back to the highs over here. On the 4 hour, you can see us stepping very, very nicely back into this range. Again, Nasdaq over there. Monthly pivot, we said we needed the breaks back above. No holds. There's the break above. Hold, hold. That would have been your entry. And Nasdaq just absolutely running. So again, when we get to the EQ, yeah, very simple for me. I want to see Nasdaq either react off here, or once we get back into this level, you can see how this has been resistance in the past. So either Nasdaq needs to break or break above, hold support to continue more bullish after that. When we go over to US 30, the big one for today, again, we are more bullish, guys. We had the move. All I wanted was this retest, which we got, also taking out the lows over there. So I'm very, very much happier, yeah, with the buys. We are nearly back at the base of the candle, as I said to you guys, we want to watch out for. And then the move to the R1. So as much as we are expanded, yeah, guys, I think, again, you have stair-stepped your lows, breaking above, holding that, holding Asia highs, and the EQ. This is your move, breaking this level. So if we get it here, even if it's sometime pullback, holding this as support, then I'll look for that big move to the top side for the R1, where either we can break, and again, we have this candle we spoke about yesterday, no top wick, so we would definitely want to start aiming for these previous daily highs. Then lastly, with gold, again, we said that 2500, that psychological level, is going to come into play again. Being bullish after yesterday, finally giving us a retest of this level. Yeah, we wanted the 2477. Now I wanted to go bullish. Previous 4 hour closing above 2500, giving us that clearance. There's the retest, holding very, very nicely for us now. So almost the same thing I'm going to be looking here for, guys, is to see this thing trade down, holding the levels. We are above the 200, holding that 200. And if this can go bullish, same thing almost as yesterday, previous highs. So this is a previous weekly high. And again, daily R1. We're on the Friday, so if we can get that break of a previous weekly high, that'll be very, very nice for us. But that is everything from my side. Over to you, Chris.
Shot kicks. Okay, Chad, quick one. DXY this morning, we spoke about these two levels. Haven't changed the chart since then. Failed to reject, continue lower, held this level here, daily pivot. So I'm expecting dollar to pull back somewhat. I think Powell's just going to calm the markets down, give themselves some leverage going into that cut. You need to think about it this way. Powell's going to try and leverage off it to just give themselves a little bit of a buffer. They don't want to show their hand immediately. So I think the chat from Powell is going to be very... let me just see. Okay, I want to bring this screen a little bit in. Give me 1 second, chat. I think the chat from him is going to be almost trying to make the market think, hey, listen here, maybe he's not doing a 0.25. Maybe he's not even cutting, but it's going to be interesting. Asia are still intact, so we're going to need to attack those levels early on in the session. US 30, very simply put, we chatted about this. Keegan called it beautifully this morning, saying that he was looking for the continuation. At one stage, he was in the buy, killed the trade shortly after he took it. But they're going beautiful, beautiful call there, looking for the longs. Weirdly enough, I am still liking the shorts, but this thing is just running at this stage, almost up 0.5%. Firecracker is showing us what? It is showing us buys, believe it or not. So
buys, bro, yeah.
it is a buy on the cracker this morning. Beautiful, Chad. Look at this. Monthly pivot. Massive level. 200 EMA. Breaking through that. Going above the daily pivot. Now almost back at the EQ. I am bearish on the day for NASDAQ. Believe it or not. I told you guys we can test that level. Go down. Still close within the zone. So interesting time. We've got Powell up in 43 minutes. All right, so we might watch that, see what Powell is coming out with. A little bit of a mixed bag. I'm expecting Powell to throw out there. Gold, beautiful. Okay, what are we seeing here on gold this morning? We took a little long from Project Linda, baby. Something that we're going to talk about more in the coming weeks and months. Actually, I have a nice little meeting a little bit later today. And let's just check here, 24.95. Either way, we would have taken this trade here. This morning, we spoke about it just from our scalping. You know already how we execute on that. Holding 2495, breaking above, taking the breaks there, and beautiful push to the round number there. Going into the end of the session, this becomes very interesting, Chad. Why do I say that? End of the week, we've got Jackson Hole. Daily time frame, Chad. Look at this. Just a ramp all the way back up. Andre, where's Andre? Is Andre in the chat? Andre took the 4-hour longs. Andre, I hope you held it. Beautiful trade. I told you this is looking eerily similar to what we had. When was it? Last week, Thursday. Last week Thursday, Andre, I told you we can come push all the way back up to retest that neckline. We are doing that now. There's that daily neckline level. Are we going to reject, come down lower? I don't know, but Andre executing on the most strat this morning, producing, again, not a lot, 100 pips, but 100 pips is 100 pips. Who's going to give you 100 pips? Maybe Keegan, maybe me, but not a lot of people will give you 100 pips. What am I looking for in this session? 2,500, massive psychological number. Also yesterday's Asia low. If I just bring this across, let me just show you guys. I know the turtleneck strat also beautiful. Ed was before we started the Friday show. Ed was in some longs, Chad, believe it or not. Edski taking the longs off the 215 EMA. I think Ed has hit TP by now. That man is on for the weekend already. Let's check it out. Edski, or maybe close. We'll see. 2,500, very simple for me, chat. Continuation buys. There's that 200 EMA on the 15. 5-minute time frame all the way down here. So I wouldn't even mind buying it down here if for some reason we come all the way down here. I'll still look for a buy. We've created a session high. We've created a daily high. We can retarget those highs. But yeah, Chad, last little bit of stretch. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it lean. Let's keep it focused. But back to my fellow brethren, Kigadarius.
Yeah, so yeah, guys, looking for buys on USD today. I'm not gonna. I see obviously Farbs, as you say, the killer trade there. The way you and Jex and Rooks are so spot on. Indices is really crazy, brother. I'm not gonna really say much there, but Keys will give us 500 pips after his quiet session there. No. Guys, I promise you, I haven't been trading. I promise you, we literally just finished the podcast set up. Literally, huh? The aircon. Oh yeah, we go again. Gold is bounced to a 50-minute trend line. Don't see why it would fall that much. When you drop in the 4 I showed you video, Chris, Giddy, it will be for the Project G guys. So just keep a heads up. This week absolutely ran away. What's the name? So yeah, apologies from myself and Chris. but we will get to it first thing on Monday. Shooting the 4-hour strat and the EQ strat for the Prodigy guys. Afternoon chat and G's, your keys, what did I do? No, bro, you didn't do anything. I don't know, guys. I don't mean it like that. That's not what I'm saying. Nah, but no, Jakes, don't stress, bro. Don't stress. The boys are killing it. Let's see. Any other things we missed here in the chat? Cribber, please go P. Still holding the trade. The US30 trade, bro. Which one? TB or stop loss today, Fobs. I'm over gold after yesterday, brother. Saved it with me on this morning. I still scored 50 pips. Do you think it will go to R1? Your cards, let me know which one you're talking about there, bro. Man, the crime bad master and just tells you don't stress. I think I might have found your magical candle. Ooh. Peter found the magical candle.
We actually dropped it on the ones.
We have put it away, but it's just not. We don't advertise it the whole time, but we have dropped it a few times. Yeah, still on the US31. Thing is, Kyle, remember this thing can allow possible pullbacks for us to get our buys. So you that's a risk you got to take, bro. I don't know where you in. I think we entered the EQ today. So this morning, I think if I'm correct, we were entering on the 5. Yeah, we entered, yeah, and I think I closed on this candle or this candle. So yeah, your entry, if I'm correct, should be like, yeah, somewhere. Then, I mean, you're solid. Like, I'm not expecting that type of a pullback. If anything, just like something like this before it continues. So either you can go break it even or hold it, bro. That's up to you. He still loves us, don't worry. It's lined up every day so far. I've been holding gold bar since 2485. Nice. I'm in on your entry, yeah. God mad love for the TGs now, of course, then of course, bro. We love the Chad. Yo, bro, there's some pressure behind
the cracker
today.
Okay.
Now you're gonna make me go back and watch all the streams from this week and the previous week just to see where Chris said it by mistake.
When are you dropping the 4-hour soon? Next week. This week was that one day I was supposed to shoot it. I think I still told you guys on stream I was feeling a little bit out of it. I was actually thinking I was getting the flu, and I just told Keegs, like, bro, I've got zero energy now to shoot like educational stuff, and then just got busy the rest of the week.
Griffiths, Chris, as you said, Chris likes the shorts, but remember we trade a mechanical strategy here, so
Yeah.
that's told us to go for the bars. We're not mechanics, but we trade mechanical
engineering. Others one, Nature, please just watch for the next season. I honestly
just finished.
Yeah, can we add Jackson's speech? We can.
Keys, I never believed the psychological levels till you talked about it in the beginning of the week, and now I understand why we like it. Yeah, it's a big thing, bro. It's a big thing. Hey guys, does the turtleback strat come from the group of traders called the Turtles?
No. It comes from the guy that looks like a turtle. That's how big he is. Edgar Katushabe from Forex Insights SA. He's in the chat right there.
One last time this week, the balance must go up.
The balance. The liquidity. Chad, thanks so much for the reto. Most salary hit. The man is sitting flush. Like, it was a little bit down. He came in and was like high-fiving, like, Chad, baby. The balance is up. So the reto, but he's going to invoice us for 210 rands. The reto planting some seeds there. Norito planting some seeds there, Key. Okay.
All right.
The balance.
2.5 minutes until greatness.
Brandon Snoid, I think you're referring to, they call them the turtle traders, where the one guy said he can teach somebody from the street, but it was not this.
I thought we were talking about like Michelangelo and them.
No. It's actually a group, the turtle traders. It's like this one guy, this one trader said he can take somebody off the street and make them profitable, I think within a year. And no, it was an experiment that they did.
So where does the name Turtle Traders come from?
No, he just called it the
He's
Turtle
referring
Traders.
to Richard Dennis.
I'm reading a book on that, yeah. So I think I actually watched it was something to do with moving averages.
Yeah.
And if a certain moving average crossed, you would enter at like a timed exit strategy. So either way, if you're in profit, you will close after, let's say, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever. But yeah, the turtle is Richard Dennis, yeah.
So if you guys are ready, 1 minute.
You've got the horn, eh?
No, I do not.
Oh, where do we put the horn?
1 minute.
Whoa, wait. Where's the horn?
Chris, I've been studying SMC and I failed to understand fair value gaps. I found more success with order blocks. I usually expect a direction when it taps the fair value. Is it maybe me that is using it wrong? Bob, I don't like any of those concepts, to be honest with you. So I'm going to let Chris answer that one for you. Chris needs to go P for TP. Street smarts, that's where the turtle traders come from. Alright. So I kind of was onto it with the whole Michelangelo, Donatello, and all that. Alright. 30 seconds. Nah, that was on the edge, bro. That was literally...
That was marginal.
That's like the man's trying to blame me, yeah, bro.
That was marginal. No P. We fade the cracker. Yo, where's my water?
Been following you guys this week. Brilliant and nice to see different views of Chris and Keeks. Will join soon. Glad to see you there. Guys, there we go. Markets coming alive. For the last time this week, it's round 10, baby. Ding, 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 ding. Markets are open. Fight.
Sheesh. Alright, it could be a quick one, yeah, this afternoon. Could be a quickie.
We're ready, yeah, guys.
Only the married dudes would know about that quickie life. Need to do things quick.
Chris, what do you think it's going to be, bro? You think we're getting a haircut yet today?
Nah, I always believe. I believe. But Chad needs to be ready, dude. That thing, if it drops any further, we in, baby. A little bit of volatility,
Volatillo.
Volatility. Okay, so we're buying, baby.
We're buying.
All right, Ski.
All right. Chad. Oh, we in.
Yo, very volatile. Oh, damn. Not too slow to pull my stop. Okay, in it to win it.
Where's my 60?
Okay.
Come on, we want greatness here, Chad. We want greatness.
Okay.
Can we get it today, Chad?
Where's the daily oral? Oh, the daily oral is up there. Okay.
Can we get it? Let's just see. What is Nasdaq doing? Ooh. Nasdaq's taking shots here. Oh.
Just adding a buy limit, Chad, if it gets quick.
Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Bring it home for us. Come on. Let's have a good Friday, yeah.
Alright, it's gonna be a good. Okay, there we go.
Come on, baby.
I got a very nice full, I feel.
Mine was decent. I wouldn't say it's the best, but it's decent.
Win or lose, we take what we get, my brother.
We take it, bro. Take it on the chin.
I've put a buy limit, chat 30 points lower. Just full disclaimer.
I must say, this is gonna be a tight one, bro. Come on.
Your Nas crumbling. Crumple.
What's DXY doing?
No, it's ramping.
Really?
Taking session highs, daily highs.
Oh, I'm not liking this, bro.
I was I'm still bearish on the day for Nasdaq. I was bearish on the day for US 30 as well. I was looking for the potential sells, but we got to back the strat.
We got it. That's guys what the strat gave us. So
We got to back it. We got to back it.
It's a bit rough, but
We got to back it. Turtle
come on.
back.
Come on, baby.
Crack-a-lack.
Fight back.
I feel
Come
this,
on.
I feel if this hits TP, there's going to be some emotion on stream, yeah. I feel you're going to see some emotion.
Come on.
Some motion.
Come on, baby.
Emotion. Oh, damn. It's going
Come
for
on,
it.
baby.
It's going for it. It's going for it. It wants to. It wants to. Can it produce a result here?
Uh,
To be honest, there's still some room. I think that TP is not. It's not at an unclinical spot.
no, it's not at all.
Come on, baby. Come on. Tap that TP for
Chad,
us.
I'm out because that's done.
Huh?
That's done, baby. I can't done.
Sheesh. I've gone break even.
There we go, Chad.
I've
Let's
gone
put it up
break
here.
even.
You guys can see it.
Wait, let me just. Am I gonna? Oh, am I gonna?
There you
microphone?
guys, you can see the bottom, so you can see where it entered, where it closed. You can see the balance
Push,
there,
push.
110
Push.
account done, ladies and gents.
Push a little bit. Go.
I'm out, so
Go,
that's
go.
unfortunate for me.
Go. I'm out as well.
That's it, baby. 4 out of 5 again this week, baby. What a Friday. Come on. Where's Billy, guys?
The balance
Where's
is
Billy?
up.
The balance is up. Hey, Chad. You guys know what's coming. All right. Okay, guys.
Oh.
Now you know what's coming. All right, guys. Friday again. Just the usual. Finished it off strong. Only one loss this week. 4 out of 5. Everyone taking the trade with us. There's the W's in the chat. Literally, once again, the usual, as you guys know. And best believe this is another account passing in prop firms. Again, challenge 1 done on the 100k as well with this trade. So we're going to be posting all the documents, as we always say to you guys, full transparency. And you guys are going to see it right there. Friday, baby. Time to enjoy the weekend. There you have it, Chad. There we go.
Chad, can we just make sure that nobody's gonna try and mess up their weekend now?
Just got my phase 2 email. Thank you, Vault Funder, and thank you, Chris and Keegs. Hey, the boys passing accounts here.
Drizzle, it's Drizzy.
Come on, baby.
Keeks, can we just agree to tell the boys to not mess up their weekend now?
Come on, bro.
Is that done? Phase 1?
That's it, bro. The 100k is phase 1 done.
I just need 15% more to go. I just need 15 more percents. Joining Project G today. Beautiful, beautiful, brother. Started my VF account on Tuesday. 2.5%. Boom. I'm done for the week. Yo, Chad, please, please, please. If you had a great week, don't ruin it now. Don't this is the, I want to say, the fortunate and the unfortunate thing with the big satchel strat 222 firecracker, whatever you want to call it, is it's quick, it's fast, and now you've got that hype. It wasn't enough for you, and now you want to start getting yourself into some trouble. Please don't do that. You guys gonna, yeah, no, we're gonna stick around, guys. There's still some volatility. Keegan's gonna wait now for his phase 2. US 30, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Weirdly, Nas tanking, but Nas is still up almost 0.6% on the day, Chad. Jackson Hole.
What a trade, guys. What a week. Well, in Keegs. Mine in ICU still. You and me both. You guys in stream Powell gold. I'm done for the week. Enjoyed Prodigy today. Well done, Keegs. Tuesday, 2.5% up. Boom. Guys, oh, I love seeing it. I love seeing it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, guys, I think fairy tale ending to the week. Keeks.
Bro, last 2 weeks.
Couldn't be better. The balance is up now.
Hey.
Dorito, the balance is up, my guy. I took Nas at 19, 6 double Nas. What? So I'm a little worried now. Hey, I know. Taking Nas there. Remember, Nas is a different animal. Nas is a different, completely different beast. Beastie Boys. What prop firm do you guys use? We use FTMO personally. We can't trade with Vault Funder, conflict of interest. But be sure the only 2 prop firms we'll ever suggest is Vault Funder and FTMO. Bonang, how's it, my brother? Chad and 2Gs, are we bullish on gold? I'm actually bearish on gold, Bonang, to be honest with you, my brother. I started the day off with a bearish bias on gold, and it's just pushed up all the way. So Chad, how was the week? Week was incredible. Week was incredible. Nature. Yeah, there we go. Forex Insights SA, baby, coming through with Mr. Edsky there. Forex Insights, chat. Go and hit that subscribe button. Ed putting in a shift here for you guys. I think it's time we push that channel to 1,000. Chad, let's get Ed to 1,000. Forex Insights SA. We keep it in the family here. Here's a Chad. Edski, let's go over here. Let's go and Chad. Please go and hit that like button. Subscribe. Ed ramping up his content. Look at that. Look at that beautiful shot there. Man is taking it to the next level. Incredible stuff. So let's go and hit that subscribe button. Let's go like it. Dude, it would have been awkward if I wasn't subscribed. Yo, Ed. That would have put me in a weird space. But luckily we are. Alright, there's gold. As I mentioned, can come back to this 200 5-minute EMA. Come and tap these levels. Reason I say that is because if you look at it, we never retested Asia highs. We just broke through. No clean retest here. So interesting times. Interesting times. Keeks, good question there. Champ saying, would you do anything different if you're trading it on a personal account?
Not really, but okay, it depends on the size of the account. I think that would be the defining factor. Because I don't feel it would work on a small account. Like, this isn't a strategy to, for example, to sculpt
Full
an
port,
account
yeah.
and grow an account. This I wouldn't say in that sense.
Do you think gold will turn? I know at this stage I'm not thinking, I'm reacting. So we've got the grid levels here. If we hold here, we're coming back to this. Oh, shibbit. If we hold this zone, we're going to come back to the session highs. If we fail this zone, we can go lower. Because then we're going to go all the way back to the daily flip zone, Asia lows. But at this stage, I'm not expecting anything. I'm just reacting to what I see on the chart. So we can take the emotion out and just see where we are going. Just that beautiful. Yeah, dude, I honestly don't have any idea what other prop firms are doing. The only focus has ever been Vault Funder and FTMO. Damn, you see know what happens when I don't have the app on. Shadadonia, baby. Yeah, 17 minutes. I'm gonna find the stream so long. Jackson Hall. Chad, also Keeks, Dorito. I don't know if Dorito's here. Dorito in Project G, please add a section stock investments, or just make it long-term stocks. I want to start doing work there for the guys, sharing some of the portfolio stuff we do. So yeah, if we can, I don't know if Akko's here. Akko, if you can do that for us, my brother. I want to do that section there. Actually, I had a chat to that friend of mine. Yeah, and their balance is up nicely. My balance was up 6 mil on my stock portfolio. I would feel the urge to sell out there a little bit. The gents will learn a lot. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do it, Fabs. Definitely. The balance. Chad, I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm so bleak. I bought into this easy properties on easy equities. I don't think you'll ever get out of those positions. The auctions happen only 4 times a year, and I've put some because I wanted to put it into offshore equity. it seems I'm stuck with it because the rental yield is very low. I'm only getting like 1.7%. So the rental yield is some of them haven't even showed rental yield. The valuation is solid. The portfolio, the property portfolio is up about 16% in less than a year, but no. So I don't know if there's a way to get out of it. Okay, chat, got Fed Powell here. We'll jump over to it shortly. Alright, I am going to be very honest with you guys. Just be very careful going into this speech. Things can get a little bit volatile, yeah. Chris, what's the 0.0? Yes, it's 1 in total. It's 1. Easy Properties is the worst, almost impossible. Dude, that is the Fubs. Mistakes were made, my bro. Like I've put all my stuff on when the auction comes for that specific property. I've literally put it at what I buy it for. Can't get. I don't think there's demand for it. Done, Chris, under education, but under Project G, Akko. Let me just check there quickly. Akko, sorry man, it needs to be for Project G only. I don't want it in the free section. Oh no, it is under brother, appreciate it, sorry. Akko, you ledge. Beautiful. Beautiful, thanks so much. My story again of this week is one of overmanaging. Otherwise, I would have been sitting in the black again. But anyways, we're crawling it back, Chad. Chris is entering on the PC terminal better faster than on your phone. Clay's Biz, I think it is. And you can also select the server you want to connect to. There's usually like 5 servers at the bottom right of your terminal, and you can choose the faster one. Because your phone, they are connected to another one. Your phone is trying. Here we go. Ooh, US 30.
Hey bro, I'm glad we're out of that.
Now NAS is pushing up and the US 30 is starting to crack a lack. Sheesh, US 30 baby.
Keys, nice real on IG. Hey, appreciate it. Thanks, Anna.
That is on my screen. Let's just put it on your screen.
Chris, I did direct payment to the 2G's bank account. Who do I send proof of payment to support at 2G's thingytrading.com? On your receipt thing, it should tell you there to send who this send proof of payment to. They contacted me already. Thanks, Keys. Okay, no problem. What is the best, most accurate trading view broker to match Vault Funder MetaTrader? Chris, I'd say Oanda, eh?
Yeah, Oanda. Yo, look at US 30.
You guys are on the roll. I appreciate it, man.
Do you want to watch the presser, or do you want to wrap it up?
Either or, bro. How long is this presser gonna be?
It's 8 minutes from now.
No, but how long is it gonna be? I think it's
I
like
don't
half
know.
an hour or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's long. Yo, I think we could wrap it up, bro. If you want. I mean, it's Friday. Are you really gonna? You can take a trade.
Yeah, I took this cracker.
No, but I'm saying you're not taking anything else.
Dude, I don't know. That's the thing. For me, going into a headline event on a Friday, we've taken our bag. Like, why do we wanna put anything else on the table?
My thing is, bro, because I'd rather walk away. I always say to guys, you have a win now, for example, walk away, go enjoy the weekend. Because I tell you, overtrade now, you're gonna ruin your weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, we can. Let's maybe just watch the start of it.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Phase 2, here we come. What a way to end my week, passing phase 1 in literally 3 days and starting phase 2 in the next week. That's awesome, bro. Congrats.
Who's that?
It's Dreezy.
It's Drizzle.
You're still in gold, Armin Keys. Yeah, bro. I'm talking from experience, yeah.
You're saying they're still in gold?
No, Fab's also in London, still in gold.
Oh.
Oh, I hope the boys weren't. Like, also, I know Kyle was in US City, bro. I hope you also weren't getting greedy and.
Drizzle joining Team Sizzle.
Hey.
Boys sprinkling some sizzle on it. How's your social battery?
Dead, bro. Dead. I'm dead.
Chad, my social battery is flat.
Kyle was waiting for the R1. Did he get the R1? Where?
No, it didn't go.
I really hope. But that's the thing, bro. Greed's always going to be the biggest killer in trading.
And take
like
that finger off the trigger.
You in a trade from here. And you up till here. We still enter here. And we out of the trade.
Yeah,
and you still... No, that's greed. That's what's going to kill you as a trader.
Anna, did you take the trade with us, the cracker?
I'm telling myself to take the finger off the trigger.
Younger, nothing wrong with that. Perfect. There's no need to... Here's the thing. When you enter a trade, you're not on a train that's moving into a direction. You have to wait for a station. No, you dictate. If you enter a trade here, let's say you enter a trade there, and the trade is moving and you're expecting it to push through here, and it does this, you can, dude, it's your trade. You are not married to a trade. It's not a long-term relationship. It's not investing. It's day trading. So you close it if you feel like the price action is not... I actually did a video where I said if you're trading bullish and you don't see bullish order flow, why are you still in the trade? It's clearly not going the way where you think it should be going. If you are buying and no one else is buying, honestly, you're on the wrong side. So get out.
Yeah, call it gents, reality of trading, making your money and enjoying the freedom of time. Yeah, Uncle John, we're not going to take another trade, so we are done trading now for the day, for the week. But as you said, we're just going to wait, hang out just to see the start of the presser. So we're just going to see that, and then we'll be calling it. Need to drive now, guys. Chat soon. Cheers, man. Have a good one.
Cheers, Drizzy.
Close my laptop now, keeping away from the trigger finger.
Chad, I've seen many of you guys ruin it on a Friday. You guys come back Monday. It's like, Keegs, you know what, guys? I traded till 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, ruined my week. Like, no, there's no need to do it.
Yeah.
4 trades this week in the afternoon sesh, and 3 out of 4, 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
Yeah, 4 out of 5.
Passing the phase 1 in 6 days.
Only risking 2%.
Well, 1%, but the 2 are...
Oh, yeah.
Because I didn't scale in.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I think we've got it really fun, like ironed out now. That's me 100%.
The balance is up. Guys, sorry man, if you are if you've got a service that you provide and you tag us in trades, like we're not gonna reshare it.
Yeah.
Like if you've got a mentorship, so sorry man, not gonna share it.
100k funded is proper nice capital. Yeah, no, exactly, bro. That's what I said to you guys. Like, people forget about it. Like, doing the big accounts is the long game. Because I said to guys, like, Chris, if let's just say now, for example, you get this thing live, like you literally, I'm just gonna say this because it's still a nice low number, but in a month, bro, 4%. You park the bus, you wait for payout.
Yeah,
4%. That's between 60 and 80k for a South African. That's a good salary to be bringing in. So, yeah, literally, and 3 to 4% in that means anything between literally 1 and 2 wins. 1 or 2 wins on the strat, which has a very high win rate. There you go, done. Park the bus.
AJ Mystery, yeah,
bro, we always preach it. Never forget the value of $1.
Does Vault Funder, bro? I'm gonna be very honest with you. Prop firms don't just deny accounts. There's usually good ground, unless it's a shady ass prop firm. But if you're telling me they usually say this or that, then I do. Usually when guys say that, they know what they're doing.
You guys forget, like, they can investigate into things.
They can see if there's 20 accounts trading off the same IP. They can see if trades are being reversed, if they're being arbitraged. So there's usually good grounds, unless it's a really, really scammy ass prop firm. But any legitimate prop firm won't just deny something. Okay. Is 6k funded good capital?
Where did you get a 6k funded?
Dude, what a arbitrary question. But anyway,
that's my first question.
That's the weirdest question. All right, Chad, let's go, baby. J Popper in the house. Let's see what is cracking lacking.
They have a 6k. That's so weird.
Okay, let's bring this volume down a little bit. Let's see. J Popper in the house.
Oh, and it's the purple tie.
All right. Good morning. Thank you, and
Bro,
welcome to the first day of
hasn't
sessions
even
for the
stepped
Federal
on
Reserve Bank
stage.
of Kansas City Jackson Hole Economic Symposium. My name is Karen Dinan, and I'm going to be your moderator for today's sessions. As you heard last night from Jeff, the topic for
he
the
hasn't
symposium.
even stepped on the stage yet.
We're traders. It's in our DNA.
Bro, look at Dollar, please. Look at Dollar.
I check that
He hasn't even stepped on stage yet.
Interest rates. The takeaway today, the balance of risks has changed, and it has become...
Bro.
Chad, wait, Jackson. Sorry, man. CNBC's feed was new. Okay, here we go. Sorry.
4.5 years after COVID-19 arrival, the worst of the pandemic-related economic distortions are fading. Inflation has declined significantly. The labor market is no longer overheated, and conditions are now less tight than those that prevailed before the pandemic. Supply constraints have normalized, and the balance of risks to our two mandates has changed. Our objective has been to restore price stability while maintaining a strong labor market, avoiding the sharp increases in unemployment that characterized earlier disinflationary episodes when inflation expectations were less well anchored. While the task is not complete, we have made a good deal of progress toward that outcome. Today, I will begin by addressing the current economic situation and the path ahead for monetary policy. I will then turn to a discussion of economic events since the pandemic arrived, exploring why inflation rose to levels not seen in a generation and why it has fallen so much while unemployment has remained low. So let's begin with the current situation and the near-term outlook for policy. For much of the past 3 years, inflation ran well above our 2% goal, and labor market conditions were extremely tight. The FOMC's primary focus has been on bringing down inflation, and appropriately so. Prior to this episode, most Americans alive today had not experienced the pain of high inflation for a sustained period. Inflation brought substantial hardship, especially for those least able to meet the higher costs of essentials, like food, housing, and transportation. High inflation triggered stress and a sense of unfairness that linger today. Our restrictive monetary policy helped restore balance between aggregate supply and demand, easing inflationary pressures and ensuring that inflation expectations remained well anchored. Inflation is now much closer to our objective, with prices having risen 2.5% over the past 12 months. After a pause earlier this year, progress toward our 2% objective has resumed. My confidence has grown that inflation is on a sustainable path back to 2%. Turning to employment, in the years just prior to the pandemic, we saw the significant benefits to society that can come from a long period of strong labor market conditions. Low unemployment,
Chad, I'm gonna
high
pee quick.
participation, historically low racial
I think we've
employment
broken the
gaps,
TP thing
and with
now.
inflation
I didn't
low and
pee and we
stable,
still need to.
healthy real wage gains that were increasingly concentrated among those with lower incomes. Today, the labor market has cooled considerably from its formerly overheated state. The unemployment rate began to rise over a year ago and is now at 4.3%. Still low by historical standards, but almost a full percentage point above its level in early 2023. Most of that increase has come over the past 6 months. So far, rising unemployment has not been the result of elevated layoffs, as is typically the case in an economic downturn. Rather, the increase mainly reflects a substantial increase in the supply of workers and a slowdown from the previously frantic pace of hiring. Even so, the cooling in labor market conditions is unmistakable. Job gains remain solid, but have slowed this year. Job vacancies have fallen, and the ratio of vacancies to unemployment has returned to its pre-pandemic range. The hiring and quits rates are now below the levels that prevailed in 2018 and 19. Nominal wage gains have moderated, and all told, labor market conditions are now less tight than just before the pandemic in 2019, a year when inflation ran below 2%. It seems unlikely that the labor market will be a source of elevated inflationary pressures anytime soon. We do not seek or welcome further cooling in labor market conditions. Overall, the economy continues to grow at a solid pace, but the inflation and labor market data show an evolving situation. The upside risks to inflation have diminished, and the downside risks to employment have increased. As we highlighted in our last FOMC statement, we are attentive to the risks to both sides of our dual mandate. The time has come for policy to adjust. The direction of travel is clear, and the timing and pace of rate cuts will depend on incoming data, the evolving outlook, and the balance of risks. We will do everything we can to support a strong labor market as we make further progress toward price stability. With an appropriate dialing back of policy restraint, there is good reason to think that the economy will get back to 2% inflation while maintaining a strong labor market. The current level of our policy rate gives us ample room to respond to any risks we may face, including the risk of unwelcome further weakening in labor market conditions. So let's now turn to the questions of why inflation rose and why it has fallen so significantly even as unemployment has remained low. There's a growing body of research on these questions, including Gowdy Eggerson's work, which we'll shortly discuss, and this is a good time for this discussion. It is, of course, too soon to make definitive assessments. This period will be analyzed and debated long after we are all gone. The arrival of the COVID-19 pandemic led quickly to shutdowns in economies around the world. It was a time of radical uncertainty and severe downside risks. As so often happens in times of crisis, Americans adapted and innovated, Governments responded with extraordinary force, especially in the United States. Congress unanimously passed the CARES Act. At the Fed, we used our powers to an unprecedented extent to stabilize the financial system and help stave off an economic depression. After a historically deep but brief recession, in mid-2020, the economy began to grow again. And as the risks of a severe extended downturn receded, and as the economy reopened, we faced the risk of replaying the painfully slow recovery that followed the global financial crisis.
NASDAQ, gold.
Congress delivered substantial additional fiscal support in late 2020 and again in early 2021. Spending recovered strongly in the first half of 2021, and the ongoing pandemic shaped the pattern of the recovery. Lingering concerns over COVID weighed on spending on in-person services, but pent-up demand, stimulative policies, pandemic changes in work and leisure practices, and the additional savings associated with constrained services spending all contributed to a historic surge in consumer spending on goods. The pandemic also wreaked havoc on supply conditions. 8 million people left the workforce at its onset, and the size of the labor force was still 4 million below its pre-pandemic level in early 2021. The labor force would not return to its pre-pandemic trend until mid-2023. Supply chains were snarled by a combination of lost workers, disrupted international trade linkages, and tectonic shifts in the composition and level of demand. Clearly, this was nothing like the slow recovery after the global financial crisis. Enter inflation. After running below target through 2020, inflation spiked in March and April 2021. The initial burst of inflation was concentrated rather than broad-based, with extremely large price increases for goods in short supply, such as motor vehicles. My colleagues and I judged at the outset that these pandemic-related factors would not be persistent, and thus that the sudden rise in inflation was likely to pass through fairly quickly without the need for a monetary policy response. In short, that the inflation would be transitory. Standard thinking has long been that, as long as inflation expectations remain well anchored, it can be appropriate for central banks to look through a temporary rise in inflation. The good ship transitory was a crowded one, with most mainstream analysts and advanced economy central bankers on board. I think I see some former shipmates out there today. The common expectation was that supply conditions would improve reasonably quickly, that the rapid recovery in demand would run its course, and that demand would rotate back from goods to services, bringing inflation down. For a time, the data were consistent with the transitory hypothesis. Monthly readings for core inflation declined every month from April through September 2021, although progress came slower than expected. The case began to weaken around mid-year, as was reflected in our communications. And beginning in October, the data turned hard against the transitory hypothesis. Inflation rose and broadened out from goods to services, and it became clear that high inflation was not transitory and that it would require a strong response if inflation expectations were to remain well anchored. We recognized that and pivoted beginning in November. Financial conditions began to tighten, and after phasing out our asset purchases,
yeah, even values are running up right now. Another quarter on the Russell.
Rapid increases
that thing is
in the demand
moving
for goods,
well in advance.
Strained supply chains, tight labor markets, and sharp hikes in commodity prices. The global nature of inflation was unlike any period since the 1970s. Back then, high inflation became entrenched, an outcome we were utterly committed to avoiding. By mid-2022, the labor market was extremely tight, with employment increasing by 6.5 million jobs from the middle of 2021. This increase in labor demand was met in part by workers rejoining the labor force as health concerns began to fade, but labor supply remained constrained. And in the summer of 2022, labor force participation remained well below pre-pandemic levels. There were nearly twice as many job openings as unemployed persons from March 2022 through the end of the year, signaling a severe labor shortage. And inflation peaked at 7.1% in June 2022. At this podium,
well, another 0.1% on Russell's killing it. I think that's your other. I didn't make a play on it.
in the form of higher unemployment and slower growth.
Right now.
Some argue that getting inflation under control would require a recession and a lengthy period of high unemployment. And I expressed our unconditional commitment to fully restoring price stability and to keeping at it until the job is done. The FOMC did not flinch from carrying out our responsibilities, and our actions forcefully demonstrated our commitment to restoring price stability. We raised our policy rate by 425 basis points in 2022 and another 100 basis points in 2023, and we've held our policy rate at its current restrictive level since July 2023. The summer of 2022 proved to be the peak of inflation. The 4.5 percentage point decline in inflation from its peak 2 years ago has occurred in a context of low unemployment, a welcome and historically unusual result. So, how did inflation fall without a sharp rise in unemployment above its estimated natural rate?
Today is a day to trade,
Pandemic-related distortions to supply and demand,
and
as
then
well
stop
as
trading
severe
when the
shocks
Chad
to
VIX
energy
falls
and commodity
below like
markets
7,000 pretty much.
of high inflation.
Maybe
And
6,000.
their reversal has been a key part of the story of its decline.
But for now, there's real
The
people in the
unwinding of
market.
these factors took much longer than expected, but ultimately played a large role in the subsequent disinflation. Our restrictive monetary policy contributed to a moderation in aggregate demand, which combined with improvements in aggregate supply to reduce inflationary pressures, while allowing growth to continue at a healthy pace. As labor demand also moderated, the historically high level of vacancies relative
David
to
likes to come in here and tell me to be quiet.
Primarily through a decline in vacancies, without sizable and disruptive layoffs, bringing the labor market to a state
Get a
where
hobby,
it's no
David.
longer
Come
a
on.
source of inflationary pressures.
I love
word on
Chad.
the critical importance of inflation expectations. Standard economic
He just comes in
models
every
have
day
long
on Powell
reflected
to
the
tell me
view
to be quiet.
that inflation will return to its objective when product and labor markets are balanced without the need for economic slack, so long as inflation expectations are anchored at our objective. That's what the model said. But the stability of longer-run inflation expectations since the 2000s had not been tested by a persistent burst of high inflation.
Yo, God bless you, 2G.
It was far from assured that the inflation anchor would hold.
You don't know.
Concerns
that's
over
an
de-anchoring
advertisement?
contributed to the view that disinflation would require
Y'all
slack in
wild.
the economy and specifically in the labor market.
Yeah,
An
Whirlpool,
important
we could have got
takeaway
the divvy
from
buy,
recent
but nah.
experience is that anchored inflation expectations, reinforced by vigorous central bank actions, can
It's ripping off his
facilitate
first
disinflation
statement.
without the need for
That's
slack.
it. He's not even saying anything new. He's giving you history
This
lesson
narrative
right now.
attributes much of the
It was
increase
just
in
when he said
inflation
it's
to
time
an
to shift.
extraordinary collision between
So it's very
overheated and
bullish, up
temporarily
stopping
distorted
short of
demand and
guaranteeing
constrained
September.
supply. While researchers differ in their approaches and to some extent in their conclusions, a consensus seems to be emerging, which I see as attributing most of the rise in inflation to this collision. All told, the healing from pandemic distortions, our efforts to moderate aggregate demand, and the anchoring of expectations have worked together to put inflation on what increasingly appears to be a sustainable path to our 2% objective.
Yeah, the Russell's not stopping.
Disinflation while preserving labor market strength is only possible with anchored inflation expectations, which reflect the public's confidence that the central bank will bring about 2% inflation over time. That confidence has been built over decades and reinforced by our actions. That is my assessment of events. Your mileage may differ. So let me wrap up by emphasizing that the pandemic economy has proved to be unlike any other, and that there remains
to be much learned from this extraordinary period. Our statement on longer-run goals and monetary policy emphasized our commitment to reviewing our principles.
And
it's already out.
appropriate adjustments through a thorough public review.
So all you dramatic people, like I'm saying, it's the first line.
This year, we will be open to
the content
criticism
of
and new
it.
ideas while preserving
already
the strengths
out.
of our framework.
The limits of our knowledge so clearly evident during the pandemic demand humility and a questioning
spirit, focused on learning lessons from the past.
All right, Chad, that's it. One of my favorite streamers, I've told you, Josh Answers. You can go and check it out. Stock Market Live, Trading Fraternity, absolute legend of a human being. But yeah, Chad, I'm not going to get involved here. Keeks, I know you definitely not getting involved in any of this.
Nope.
So yeah, baby, that is...
It's the weekend.
Yeah, I don't know what else we want to do here. Is there anything specific? Josh, I wanted him to throw the horn, but no horn today. I think he feels like we're trying to promote ourselves on his channel. But anyways, nice, Chris. Grace helps. Damn, can this guy keep quiet? S&B about to blast through all-time highs. Great trade, boys. Yeah, Chad, Keeks, full screen. Wrap it up there.
Bro.
Pull it in.
All right, guys. I think that's pretty much it. Finishing the week strong. The strat absolutely providing again. Been a great one. Been a good week. Been an amazing last 2 weeks. As we always say, we ramp it up on Fridays. So definitely a good one. Nothing we want to get involved in from this side. As we always say, no point in giving your profits back to the market now on the weekend. Close it off strong. You are the winner of for the week. And enjoy the weekend. Have that break and then come back stronger next week. Chris, any closing remarks from your side, bro?
Yeah, I can. I'm not gonna say that. Chad, listen, yeah, beautiful, beautiful week. Awesome week. A little bit rough there in London. London has honestly been dry. Myself and Keegan, it's dude. We'll never stop streaming London, but London has been flat, and it's part of the game. We keep it moving, and then Chad, please do not get yourselves into trouble now. Call it a week. If you had a good week, lock it up. Markets are back next week. Powell is still. People are gonna digest what he said.
Yeah, I was gonna say, whoever's in gold, you guys are getting nuked right now.
So that's the thing. Markets are going to be very scammy to the end here, so don't get yourself into trouble. But for everyone here joining us every single day, for the guys supporting the channel, the guys liking, subscribing, big shout out to you guys. As Ed said earlier in the podcast today, without you guys, and Keegan also saying without you guys here, we might have been trading on our own. Things might have not been as it is, so it's beautiful to see the community coming together. And a big shout out to each and every one of you supporting us. So really appreciate it. And big shout out to all of you guys holding the fort every week. But Keeks, from me, peace and love. And well done, bro. Well done, man.
Job, bro. Another
6 days. Beautiful.
But guys, as always, enjoy the weekend. F1 is back, baby. So we know what we're going to be doing on the weekend. But other than that, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Peace and love, baby. Cheers.
Cheers. Peace.
I see the light inside you, brighter than the skies. Hold on, just let us escape and fly away tonight.
There's so many things that I keep in my mind, like a past. There's a reason why we live. All the emotions I built up inside you.
Can get away with it. No, 'cause I'm feeling so free.